willingness to have a go at that.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And it's Roberto Carlos. Vieira. Well, that's well seen too. Rafael Leao.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, sweet feet. No way through. Real chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, denied brilliantly.
Seedorf clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
So, third corner of the game. Has a shot! And the ball's come loose here. That is lovely. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Roberto Carlos! Oh, taken with style. And there's the goal they've been looking for. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves...
Pull it. Can he finish? Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And that's it. That's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
Please be reminded that drinking is only allowed in the areas shown on this map. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So off we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Played in by Roberto Carlos. Maldini cuts it out. And it's Seedorf. That's a sharp pass. Seedorf, quality ball. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. Botafogo presented with a golden opportunity here. So the would-be breakthrough moment. Oh, great save by Dida. Roberto Carlos, looking to go deep, defending of the desperate variety. Ronaldinho. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And he's chosen to go back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Bullet! It's a loose ball. Oh, super ball. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. He's having a shot! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Lahm goes short. Played in by Seedorf. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
Botafogo clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Seedorf clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Bellingham plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Can he get it through? He's got away. Nice control. That is good strength. Just eases him off the ball. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Looking to play him in. Seedorf!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Botafogo have definitely started much the stronger. They're far more creative.
Bergomi. Seedorf. And here's Hullet. Dida clears. Seedorf. Ronaldinho chips it through. Eto'o showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Now he's off and running. Araujo promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Vieira. And here's Mbappe. Seedorf. Oh, what a ball!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's been won straight back. Vieira did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. He's in plenty of space here. Haaland has it out wide and in space. Fired deep towards the back post. Has a look and place it forward. Can he spark a counter here? Not the most accurate pass.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Eto'o. Ronaldinho. Vieira. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, not converting the spot kick will be the subject of much half-time debate, but, you know, disappointment on one side and relief on the other, and that can be transformed now into a match-winning determination, so here's to that.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. That gets things going for the second half.
Botafogo clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Great ball if he can get there. Cleared without complication. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham. That's an imaginative pass. Real chance! Good effort first time.
Listen, I'm not sure he had to go at that first time, but at least he showed some good confidence.
He's got full. Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vieira. And it's Bellingham. And here's Eto'o. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
They get a throw in.
Sostituzione per il Milan. numero 14, numero 10, Ronaldinho, numero 5, numero 18.
And here's
Lascia il
Hazard.
campo per il numero 20, Neymar, il numero 11, il numero 16,
60 minutes played.
il numero 7, Cristiano
Hazard.
Ronaldo.
Well
Cambio
seen,
di giocatore.
saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
A probing pass. And there's green grass ahead of him. Pullet is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
It's a promising position. And that's an excellent interception.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Nicely worked. Ferdinand makes the interception. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Thuram. Aimed beyond the defence. Botafogo do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Now then, clash of the egos.
Oh, good take in a good area. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Rodri. Rafael Leao. Now it's Batistuta.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Now, can they get him away? And that's a simple one for the keeper. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he finish? And he hits the net. Finally the breakthrough.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
Speed of thoughts, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Botafogo have penetrated for the first time.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter, the desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
And it's Rodri. And that's a good ball. Oh, that was vital.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
And he's picked it up out wide.
Minuti di recupero.
Corner number 2 then. Hazard with the short one. And here's Hazard. Vieira.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Maldini gets across to intercept that. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I think the role Jude Bellingham will be given will be important here. He's like a combination of a number 8 and a number 6. Great defensively, very aggressive too in going after the ball. But he's also a very neat dribbler, so not the type to stay put. And I'm sure we'll see a lot of that today.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Chiellini. Maldini. To Thuram. And it's Michel Platini. And it's Luis Suarez. It's Xabi Alonso. Now it's Bellingham. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Bellingham receives it in a wide position, and he's taking no chances there. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Thuram. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Could move up a gear here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Hernes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's quick to get it clear again. Xabi Alonso goes on a charge down the left. Can he get on the end of this? Can he get onto this? Xabi Alonso, and it's played into the middle. And that has been knocked clear. And this is Pele!
That's just playing it safe and simple. There they go, hunting again. Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Thuram. And it's Michel Platini. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Threads one in, and it's made its way to him. Lovely feet. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Maldini gets across to intercept that. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hernes. Hernes going face-to-face with his great rival. Bellingham can see things others simply cannot. Now it's Pele. Pele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Has a look and plays it forward. Vieira unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. It's a promising position. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And this is Luis Suarez. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Vieira. And it's Thuram. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vieira. And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos. Well, that is one way to stop him. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Now it's Mbappe. Lahm. Lahm delivers. Tries to get it clear.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Roberto Carlos with the short one. Deep cross. And he's there to clear it. There's the whistle for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed. panicked even at times.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And the game has already resumed here.
Botafogo really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Mbappe! Neither of these two want to come off second best. Can he get it through? And they're quick to get it back. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Passing nice and neat. Gullit herring after the ball here. Lahm plays it in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Looking to play him in. And a shot! Bellingham gets good distance on it. And it's Vieira. Nicely weighted ball. Shapes to shoot! And he's heaved it away. Looking for options for movement. Now the ball in. Cleared without hesitation.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Oh, well played, well played. Looking for the run. Bellingham. Alonso. Now it's Bellingham. And the cross comes in. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to...
Face to face with the keeper. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. The referee's come over. It's a red card. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
Substitution on the field.
He's having a good look here.
He could tee it up for someone else, but something tells me he'll have a go.
Coming on the field, number 3, Roberto Carlos. Number 13, Jan Koeman. Substitution in progress.
Bale! What a save from Peter Schmeichel! Hazard. He's on it. Can he get shot at goal? And he's taking no chances there. Maldini. And now they can clear their lines. That's Thuram. Now, can they get him away? Vieira. And it's Roberto Carlos. Pelé. Pelé going full steam ahead down the left flank. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 17.
The changes then in quick succession.
Xabi Alonso. Number 8. Platini.
Bale.
Coming on the field. Number 16.
Out of play
Rodri.
for a throw.
Number 22. Yamal.
Roberto Carlos. And it's Luis Suarez. Chiellini with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Tries a shot! It's there! Finally the breakthrough!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have the first goal.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Great ball if he can get there. Hazard. And that was very necessary. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And if you have just joined us, Pele! Brilliant from Pele! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike! And that's it! So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Hello everybody, and this is a quick reminder to let you know that you'll be able to catch today's match broadcast live on our club's FM station.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle.
Yaya Toure will be key here, Peter. His versatility and drive makes him a nightmare for the opposition.
He was actually a much more conventional holding midfield player in his younger days, wasn't he? And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Good ball, good take. And a chance!
Botafogo definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
Oh, good take. Oh, can he finish? It's in!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Botafogo finding themselves unexpectedly behind. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Lille clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And smartly reclaimed. Yaya Toure tries to play it through. It's a promising position. And it's Yaya Toure. Backward it goes. Seedorf. No way through, so back it comes.
Botafogo are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Roberto Carlos. That's tidy. Seedorf. That's a good ball. And he was alert to it. It's a pretty loose pass. Ernest. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Roberto Carlos. He's a sharp little ball here. Ernest. Now, can they get him away? Seedorf! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Seedorf actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And it's been taken short. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Botafogo have their second corner now. Lahm plays it short. Thinks about the shot. Oh, shooting chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Lille have the chance to go the other way. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Thuram. Gullit is onto it in a flash. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Lahm goes on a charge down the left. Lahm did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Pepe is the guilty party there. And he's going to have his name taken. Lahm. Nicely aimed pass. Roberto Carlos, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Oh, terrible mistake. Yaya Toure, looking for a runner. Oh, that's clever. And Aubameyang! And he's there to belt it away. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Knocks it into space. He might be in here! Opts to play it back. Can he get on the end of this? Nedved. To Lahm. And it's Vieira. Ferdinand. And that's gone loose.
There they go, hunting again.
Pullet looking understandably energised after his goal. And no, that was never going to make it. And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
Minuto de acréscimo.
Hernes. Can he get it through? He's had a shot! He's scored! They have hauled themselves right back into it!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Another moment of magic. Oh, and that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Botafogo will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
Substituição em andamento.
Lille get the second half going.
Botafogo are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Lahm. Rummenigge. Vieira. And it's Gullit. Lahm gets into some space, and he's had it nicked away. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Pelé. Rummenigge picks it up out wide. Lahm plays it in. But that is good defending. Yaya Toure! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Ferdinand clears. Botafogo are looking to go forward now. Now who's going to be first? Oh, he's been caught napping! Vieira. Forwards and with intent. Yaya Toure. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Seedorf. Lille are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape.
It's a mighty effort! Goal! Botafogo! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Bullet demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? The ball goes in, and he's there to get it away, and claimed it back swiftly. Thuram. Thuram. Oh, this is a terrific run.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more at... Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Teremos uma substituição.
Roberto Carlos is eyeing up his options in the middle. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Roberto Carlos. Cruyff proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Donnarumma claims comfortably. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Bale. Ball's played through. Roberto Carlos receives it in a good position. Oh, what a climb! They've scored! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
Camisa 20.
Botafogo go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
And it's Cruyff. Botafogo perhaps contemplating their next change here. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rummenigge. Oh, well played, well played. It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. Turns back here, probably the best option. Looking to play him in. Now this could be it. And the shots! Just cruising! They are cruising! And that is goal number 20. So smooth. A signature. And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.